No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through this door. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you, the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning. It's true. This door is open to you. Welcome this morning, and welcome to the spirit of the holidays, as you can absolutely see around here. We want to thank you, and thanks to all of our holy elves who are out here. I'm going to show you some pictures a little bit later, but who are out making this possible. My name is Darlene Strickland. I'm the lead minister, and we always like to begin our time in prayer. I invite you to take this opportunity to turn your awareness within as we greet this day. We take the collective opportunity to pause together. And in this pause, we let go of all that has come before. And in the letting go is the realization of what's always available. Pure presence. Call it God. Call it Holy Spirit. Call it the unnameable, all that is. It is that in which we live and move and have our very being. As we enter into this season, it's about that remembrance that we are the light of the world, and to awaken and rise in the awareness and the demonstration of our true potential. And the little voices say, amen. And so it is. They saw the Santa out, and they just started screaming and running and grabbed Santa and picked Santa up off his feet. So with that level of enthusiasm, I'm going to ask you to pick yourself up as we open in this song that says, my soul is welcome here. Oh, I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 'Cause I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 'Cause I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. So beautiful. You absolutely sound beautiful. So take this opportunity to turn and extend a warm welcome. Namaste, greeting to those that are around you this morning. Reach out, acknowledge someone, especially a new face. We pause and acknowledge those of you that are joining us via live stream. We want to thank you for being here and joining in this spirit, spreading this spirit around the globe. Ready to stand for love? Yes. Here we strong for you. Stand for love. I will stand, stand for love. I will stand, stand for love. Yes, I know I can be strong for love. Yes, I know I can be strong for love. That last line. 'Cause I know I can be strong. No, I can be strong for love. You sound beautiful. Thank you so much. You may be seated. And as you are being seated, would you turn and give a wave to those who are working in our sound and video booth? And then up above to that camera as we acknowledge those that are joining us virtually from live stream today. We want to thank you for joining us from wherever you are. So there is a lot of children energy in here today, and I absolutely love that. It's just a wonderful, wonderful spirit to have that youthfulness and that excitement around. We're blessed to have a wonderful Sunday school program from nursery all the way up into teens. And so if you're in the chapel and want to join the rest of our youth in the youth program, we're going to invite you just to head over, and we are going to extend a blessing to you. But as they're heading over, I want to ask Jessica Ayala. Jessica, would you come up and join me? Jessica actually grew up in Unity. She attended Unity in, was it Nashville, Tennessee, Jessica? Knoxville, Tennessee, another part of Tennessee. She grew up in Tennessee, now is raising her sons in our Unity program. She's the sponsor for our teen program. And tell us about the invitation to the congregation.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good, thank you. Hi. So we are so excited. We're just trying to make this space back there for the kids just as homey and comfy as possible. So I have an ask. We bought these awesome beanbag covers, and typically you put in like filler, little bean fillers, but you can actually also put in comforters, pillows, stuffed animals, and we have one of these at home that is full of stuffed animals and very comfy. So I'm hoping, in alignment with our sustainability philosophy, that we can gather comforters, washed, it doesn't even matter what they look like, just comforters, pillows, stuffed animals, anything you might have and want to get rid of, and we will stuff these with them. And then anything left over, we will deliver to Blue Ridge Humane Society or Shelter Dog or someplace like that, nonprofit.
Great idea.
Yeah, so thank you.
So yes, thank you. That's a great idea. So your clean, used bedding and stuffed animals, unless they got pokey things on them. Anything that would be comfortable to sit upon, bring them for our youth to put in their bean bags. That will be very sweet. So we're going to bless our children and acknowledge all children, all youth, and we affirm this blessing together. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you. Have a wonderful Sunday school experience this morning. If you've not yet turned your cell phone off, I will invite you to put that on airplane mode or turn it off. It helps keep our live stream clear, but it also helps with sensitivity, so we thank you for that. We also extend a welcome to anyone that may be here today for the first time. If this is your first time, all we ask is you raise your hand, and we'll extend a connections card to you. If you raise your hand, Unity folks lovingly point where you saw a hand go up until our usher team can find them. There's some all throughout the building here. They're going to be pointing at you in the utmost presence of love. But whether this is your first time or whether you know this is your spiritual community, this may be your first time finding us virtually. I had someone come to me this morning from Asheville and said they tuned in a few weeks ago and now are here in person. So we want to acknowledge each and every one of you and affirm this to one another. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the divinity in you. I also want to give a special shout out to our volunteers. We've got just 3 slides of some pictures. On Friday, I had the opportunity, usually Friday I am sequestered working on my Sunday talk, but you're going to be blessed today to hear our very own ministry associate, Beth Boilott, is going to be speaking today. So I was out here Friday for a bit of time, and I got to be behind the camera, a.k.a. cell phone, and capture some of these pictures. Our Unity Habitat, we have a Habitat for Unity team, which they take care of so many things around here, and then our, what I would call the Happy Elf decorating team. And there's just a few pictures that are reflecting that. So I want to thank each and every one of you who support and keep these grounds and facilities so beautiful. Would you give them your hand of appreciation? Thank you so much. I'm going to ask Linda Jones. She is our Sacred Service Volunteer Program Coordinator. She was here on Friday like the director at Grand Central Station, helping get all this put together. But she's also been helping us with, there's a Christmas tree here, but there's one in the lobby that we call our Angel Tree. We partner with agencies, with families, to provide Christmas for them. Well, last week, the tree was full of angels, and they flew out of the door. And some of you, yes, yoo-hoo, that's calls for the universal yoo-hoo that is understood in any and every language. So some of you said, I want to adopt a child, and it just so happened we had another need come in. So tell us about that, Linda.
Okay. I was able to connect with the Elks Ladies Club Auxiliary. They support the Elks. The Elks are sponsoring 130 families this year for Christmas, 2 weeks of meals. They're amazing, and all kinds of presents for the kids. So I spoke with her, and they call themselves the Does. Anyway, what they noticed last year was that the teenagers and the special needs people and adults and teenagers didn't have presents to open. They were watching their brothers and sisters get all these presents, and they didn't have anything. So they made it their purpose this year to change that, and I was able to connect with her and say, you know what? Our angels are all gone. Our people are so wonderful and generous that we need some help. You know, we need somewhere to do something for the next couple weeks. She was so thrilled. So their idea was to have gift cards for teenagers. And there's all kinds of ideas if you look at the sheet of papers that are out there that Beth did for us. And there's a lockbox. You can bring your gift cards and just put them right in there. They make up envelopes for 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds. And they love to get cards for iTunes and Amazon. Ingalls, because a lot of the kids drive to school maybe, and they can go to Ingalls, they need gas. So all those ideas are out there. And so we have until the 17th. They're going to come on the 17th and receive what we have. You could also put cash in there because on the 17th they still have time because they don't give everything out for the next week or two. So if there's cash in there and somebody needs a meal or they want to buy more gift cards, they could. So anything you can do. If I know you were disappointed when you came in, there weren't any more angels. So you can still be an angel. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for that. And someone came to us and said, I have a brand new little tricycle. I said, bring it. We'll get it into the hands of a child that needs it. So if you have something that you just really wanted to get, I promise you we'll get it into the hands of a family that can support it. Also want to remind you of a couple of things. How many of you know what's happening December 15th? Concert. We have a holiday concert, and it's a knock your socks off amazing concert. So it's a Friday night, December 15th, 7 p.m., love offering. We just want you to come and be here and enjoy. Also, this year, Christmas Eve falls on a Sunday. So we will have our regular service at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, but we also have a 5 p.m. Christmas program candlelight service. How many of you have been to one of those before? It's absolutely spectacular. We'll have it dark eventually, and all of you holding candles. It's just an exquisite service. So again, Christmas Eve, the 10:30 a.m. service, and then a 5 p.m. service right here as well on Christmas Eve. You're in for a treat today with our very own Mary Kay Williamson. I also want to just acknowledge this incredible band. And on bass, our bass player Joel had a surgery. He's been out for a bit. And so today we have Quinn Steinberg joining us along with Richard, Dave, Joel, and Pete. Joey and Pete, would you show them your love? Yeah. And so the reading for today. Today's the first Sunday of December, and this reading comes from Carrie Newcomer. She says, it's the time of year when the sun is at its farthest distance from the northern hemisphere of the world. The leaves have fallen, exposing the beautiful sculptural lines of each tree standing in quiet vigil around my home. The days have grown short as all of nature settles in for the quiet months of winter's dreaming. It is now when the skies are filled with frosty stars. Many cultures return to sacred traditions. We gather in circles, holding the night at bay, holding the darkness at bay, reminding one another that we are not alone, affirming that even in the darkest days of the year, we are loved and we are treasured. It is a time of Advent, of expectation, of hope for the incarnation of love made visible in the world. May you know that you are the holy host of that love. You are the light, Christ in you, known by many names, your hope and your glorious revelation. And so today we light the first candle, which is the candle of hope. Mary Kay Williamson.
In the quiet, love is reaching, it's yours to hold. Be still and know that even when you're lost and lonely and hope is gone, you're not alone. Far beyond the understanding, there's a hand that leads. If you believe, through the darkness, see the light. Remember, God is love. The road ahead is long and winding with eyes of faith. You'll find a way, and when the journey leaves you weary, you can rest in the comfort of Spirit's arms. Sweet loving arms, peace will follow. Peace be with you always as you go. For now, you know that through the darkness, there's a light. Remember, God is love. When you open up your heart, love will reach you where Remember you are loved. You are loved. You are loved.
Yes. Great job. Yes.
Mary Kay Williamson. Mary Kay, that was beautiful. She'll be back soon with another one. Would you please welcome our ministry associate, Beth Boilott?
Thank you. Wow. Every morning when we get ready up here, we look out and we go, gosh, aren't they beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? Well, my name is Beth Boilott, and my name is spelled like Boilott, so if you're confused and think I'm somebody else, I'm not. I'm Beth Boilott. And I wanted to tell you that just a couple of things about me. I was raised in Savannah, Georgia, and loved it, and was there until my late 30s. And I worked as a counselor with those experiencing addiction, and mostly their family members. You know, if you know about addiction, you know that it is a family experience. And I mean family, like our blood family, our birth family, and our family of choice. And sometimes our family of choice can be more important than our blood relatives. And I moved to Nashville, and I was always involved in church. I liked church, but my desire in my counseling training wanted me to question things that I was told not to question. I don't know if you've ever had that experience. But I was like, oh, there's all these things. And one of the training tracks that I had was on affirmative prayer, affirmative meditations for counseling with Louise Hay, and she was a wonderful New Thought teacher. And so I saw these things working not only with my clients, but in my life, and I thought, wow, this is great. This is really great. And I had something happen in my life and that caused me to leave the church. It was a relationship that ended, and I decided I was going to try on Unity. So I tried on Unity, but here's what I did. I walked in, I listened to the lesson, and I was like, I do not want these people to touch my hands. Do not hug me because I will cry. So I would leave like during the peace song, you know, let there be peace on earth, and I was out of there. So that's what I did. And it was a big church. It was a wonderful place. And then I was running late for church, and I was benefiting well from the teachings, running late for church. And there was a smaller church that was closer to my home. And I thought, well, I can't have as much anonymity in a smaller place, so I'll try it on anyway. So I went. They had just started their community, and it was a spiritual community, and it was wonderful, and it was great, and there was no place to escape. They had somebody at the back door, at the side door. Everywhere you were, all these people were all over you. I mean, they were just like, hi, it's so great, can I hug you? And it's like before you said yes, they were just on you. And, and I thought, maybe this is what I need, because I cried on the way home, you know, and took to heart what was being taught there. And that church grew, and it grew, and I was there, and it was wonderful. And so I started realizing that in counseling, I had developed a women's treatment program, and it was great, and we had wonderful groups.
And I would guest speak at different Unity churches and do some music and things. And I was at a little church in Florida, and I had a great time. You know, it's great when you guest speak somewhere. You just do your thing, and everybody loves you, and you leave, right? And so I was at this church, and I got a call when I got home. And I was on the licensed Unity teacher path. And the board president called me and said, we want you to come and be our minister. I said, I can't be your minister. I don't have the credentials to be your minister. And they said, I said, I'm not an LUT yet. They said, we don't care. We called Worldwide Ministries, and they said we could offer you the position under special dispensation. So about 6 weeks earlier, I had said yes to ministry. I wasn't specific enough. I thought I was going to go to the village and have like 2 or 3 years of immersion and spiritual growth at this beautiful place. And I usually took my classes out at Unity Village. So I had a great job, a big, lovely job, and I loved it. But I had said yes, and so I said yes, and I went there. To sum it all up, I've served a couple of churches as a spiritual leader, small churches. The first church I served the first Sunday, there were 12 people there. Yeah. And then we grew to like 80 people, and that was huge for us, you know. But what I want you to know is that what brought me to that was that counseling was wonderful. I loved it, but I really couldn't talk much about spiritual issues. You know, there's rules. And it wasn't that I was wanting to break the rules. I just wanted to share what I had gained. And so I did. And I hope I continue to do so. And my coming here is a miracle, truly a miracle. And I came here, I had watched online a couple of times and just loved you all, but what Reverend Darlene teaches really goes to the core of me. So I thought, I'm going to go do anything that's offered there. So I came with a ministerial group, and I came to a prayer chaplain. Thank you. See, she's going to do the lesson regardless. So thank you. But it was great, and I went home to my partner, and I said, that's what I want to do. I want to be a part of that team. That's what I want to do. Oh, gosh, it'd be great if I could do that. And she said, well, why don't you ask? And so I sent an email to Reverend Darlene. There was nothing available. And then Christy retired. And here I am. And thank you. Thank you. So faith and hope brought me here. So it's perfect that I'm speaking on hope today. I am so glad to be here, and Reverend Megan is part of it. It's like there was Christy, and now there's going to be me and Reverend Megan. So, you know, Christy did a whole lot. I'm looking forward to Megan being here more. So here's what I wanted to share with you. Several years ago, I heard this in a group, and it just was so beautiful to me. So if you're willing to hold hands or just touch the back of each other's chair. This was written by a woman named Roseanne. And Roseanne developed a support group, so her last name will not be shared. This is a version of that. I put my hand in yours, and together we can do what we could never do alone. No longer is there a sense of hopelessness. No longer must we depend on our own unsteady willpower. But we are together now. And as we join, we find gifts of love, understanding, compassion, and strength beyond our wildest dreams. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, Roseanne, for creating that. I wanted to share with you, I was reading over some information by Eric Butterworth that was in one of the publications from Unity. And he said that Advent comes from the word, from the Latin, that says arrival, that means arrival. It is coming into view of something. Advent, coming into view of something. Maybe what we're hoping for is coming into view now. And we have faith that we can manifest our highest and best. We have faith, hope, that we can manifest, co-create our highest and best. How many of you are fed by being here in co-creating your highest and best? So we are bringers of hope. We are bringers of hope. We are that. We don't just hope for something, we are that. It's just like we don't just have faith, we are faith, manifest. At night when I go to sleep, I don't worry that I'm going to breathe or not when I wake up in the morning. That's faith in my vessel, faith in the divinity. I just trust it, right? But what if, okay, so that's a big trust. That's huge faith. Just knowing that you'll wake up in the morning believing that. But what if, right before you go to sleep, somebody calls you and they say, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I am going to do. I have lost everything. I don't have a place to go. I don't know what I'm going to need. I have gone through this horrific divorce. You know, happens, right? Happens to some of us. So what do we do in those moments? We call forth hope and faith, right? We call forth hope and faith. And we talk and we communicate with someone. And we do what is ours to do. Now, that's the hard part for a lot of us. Because a lot of times we want to give that we really cannot, and I'm going to use this word, afford. And I mean afford emotionally, maybe financially, in the physicality, maybe financially. But what we can do is we can be present for them. And instead of providing sympathy, like, man, I'm really sorry, we provide empathy. I don't know what I can do, but I hope things get better. And I believe they will. I am here. I am here. I am here. There was a song that was written in the 1500s, and we all know what's going on in Israel today, right? That's all that's going on there. And it's called, O Come, Emmanuel. And think about it, in the 1500s, how relevant that is today. You know, it's, O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lowly exile here. You can sing with me. Until the Son of God appear. Now, rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Emmanuel, hope, divinity within us, yes, shall come to you, O Israel. Everyone is hoping and holding faith for Israel now, right? That was written in the 1500s. How long our faith and our hope last and how far it goes is amazing. Absolutely amazing. We are so incredibly powerful in our thoughts and our love and our connection. What we say, how we are with people. Someone can be having, Nova, I hope this is okay. I'm going to walk down. Someone could be having a really, really bad day. And you're at the checkout. And you just go, oh, your hair is so beautiful. It's so great to see you. Hope you're having a great day. What does that do energetically? How does that, I'm not going to say make us feel, but how that allows us to feel. You know. So the other night, I had a dream. So I dreamt that I was Oprah Winfrey's bestie. No joke. This is the truth. This is the truth. I dreamt that we were at some big conference, and my mother was there too, and she was attending some other conference, and she was having a great time. And so I was hanging around with Oprah, and we were talking about doing things that will enhance life. What kinds of things can we bring that can enhance life, ours and everyone else's? It was great. I mean, we ate together. She had her own suite. I had my own suite. There were all these people that were trying to get to her, and no one would let them come around her, but except for me. For me. I was Oprah's bestie. Gail must have been on vacation or something. So, anyway, it was just a great experience. I loved it. I woke up, and I felt so good. And later on that night, I called my partner, Pat. Some of you have met her. She will be here, and we will be here permanently this coming weekend. Yes. We're so very happy, and our fur babies too. So I told her, about the dream and how great it was, and that was in the morning that I told her. And then later that night when we were saying goodnight and we were on FaceTime, she said, sweet dreams, my love. Maybe I'll see you and Oprah in my dreams. And I said, that would be great fun. And she said, well, you are a great manifester. And she said, and hope springs eternal. Hope springs eternal. And it does. And it's here now. One more thing I wanted to share with you is that through all my years of counseling, which is about 30, I think, total. Yeah, I started when I was 12. But I loved to conduct group therapy because it was amazing. You'd have like 12 people in a room, and you would watch how one person would share and someone else would witness it, and they held on to that as evidence that they could do that too. So if someone said, I have just, I've come from all these experiences and all these things that have happened during this disease, but you know what? Every day that I'm not using, I've decided is a good day. Every day, even if it's just for 8 hours, it's a good 8 hours. And someone else hears that and they go, oh, that makes such great sense. Because if you know anything about addictions, a lot of times people come into treatment 25, 26 times, and finally, all of a sudden, something happens. And they heard something from a different tone of voice, a different way of being, a different something that opened them up, and they heard it, you know? And sobriety is difficult. First, you've got a disease that people are still judgmental about. And then when you get abstinent, you're still not sober. You've just abstained from whatever you're using, whether it's food, sex, drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. And it takes time to experience sobriety so that you can absorb information and absorb things. So when the families came in, the people that were in the primary group were like, oh, I did this, I did that. And the families would be like, oh, you've been doing this for years. But, we're losing hope. So my responsibility was to say to the primary addict, so how does that feel for you? Not to sound too therapeutic, but how's that feel for you? And they said, well, I can understand because I've only been here like 7 days, and you've been living with me for the past however many years this is going on. So I can understand that you don't trust it yet. But I really hope that we can get to a point that you can believe and have faith that I can work with this disease and have a great life. And sometimes the families were deflecting on doing their own stuff because they were so focused on what was going on with this other person. I mean, it was like they were just like this sieve for anything that went wrong in life. Oh, it's their fault, it's their fault, it's their fault, and it's not. One of the things that we teach here in Unity is that our work is inside. We love each other, we nurture each other, we care for each other, but our work is inside, and we are that of the physical and the divine. So a lot of times we have these separation experiences, right? We're never separate from our divinity, but sometimes it may feel that way. So, what is important to us to remember is that there are no police that are going to come up to you as a New Thought person and say, you cannot say, come to me. Oh, God, please help me. Oh, whatever, higher power, whatever, hinge on the door that I believe in. Oh, come to me. And so I remembered that it's like a calling to ourselves. Come to me. Remember all the good. Come to me. My divinity is now absorbed within me. Come to me. Come to me. In all situations. But what really gets our attention is discomfort. And you know what's so beautiful about that? Is the reason why discomfort gets our attention is because most of our life is so comfortable. Think about it. The reason why discomfort gets our attention is because most of our life we go along with comfort. We are in a place of comfort. So it's like an example as simple as stubbing your toe. We walk around and we think everything's fine, and we run in and we stub our toe and it hurts. And the reason it gets our attention is because we don't usually have a hurt toe. Does that make sense? Okay. So I hope that you have some dreams that, I don't know, if Oprah's not somebody that really speaks to you, maybe somebody else. I was at a workshop one time and I said, and they said, who would you want to be we're not discounting who your parents are, but who would you want to be your archetype parents? And I said, I want Jesus and Kate Hepburn. That's who I want. Man, what cool parents would that be? Just think, what great parents. That would be so much fun. And I could wear those slacks and I could talk like Kate, you know, and then I could be holy in the experience of Jesus. I thought I'd made a good pick. Anyway. So I love you and I appreciate you. And I'm so glad to be here. This is truly a dream for me, to be part of a team of integrity and love and deep spiritual appreciation for each other and for everyone. So, you think it's time we could meditate a little bit? Would that be okay? Okay, let's go. Let's do that. First, I have to walk around these beautiful poinsettias. I say poinsettia, and Pat calls them the poinsettias, so we looked it up, and both are correct, just so that you're aware. Oops, can't put that down. So I invite you to close your eyes and to remember that you are never separate. That you are the faith, the hope, that you are beauty and grace and goodness and wisdom. Come to me when you are weary. Come to me. Come to me. We are never parted. I am with you always. Come to me. Come to me. And I will give you rest. I will give you rest. So we remember that any time that we feel separate, all we have to do is just think, come to me. Come to me when you are weary. Ooh, come to me. Come to me. We're never parted. I am with you always. Come to me. Come to me. So in this moment, we breathe in and we breathe out, and we send appreciation to our bodies. And we just know that all of our systems are working together in perfect harmony, right here and now. We feel the gratitude, and we feel the eternal hope and faith, especially of the season, and expectancy of Advent. And so we think of this, and we call this come to me experience. And we know that what is ours to do is to wrap our arms around our souls and each other's souls. And so we do that right here and now. We send that love in, through, and as us. I wrap my arms around your
soul, and we know we are not alone. You wrap your arms around your soul, and you know you are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Come to me when you are weary. You are not alone. You are not alone. We are never parted. I am with you always. Come to me. You are not alone. You are not alone. Come to me. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for this time, this experience, this moment in this sacred. And so I invite you, if you haven't already, to gently open your eyes because the lights can be bright. And there's one thing that I try to remember, that there is only one letter that makes the difference in scared and sacred. And that letter is C. And we move the C up. And as we see, we grow in our sacredness. Thank you. I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you.
We thank you. So would you affirm that blessing that we share at Unity that says we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you, to Beth. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you. Thank you for sharing your beautiful self today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Beth would want me to clarify when she's talking about Come, O Come Emmanuel in Israel, that today it's really important to also mention Palestine. That is so important, and we include that all people are people, and so taking down those us's against them and any of those things. So we hold all of that because that's exactly what Emmanuel means, is God revealed within us. Will be one of the beautiful things about Unity is we celebrate so many different traditions. We have the menorah. You'll see Kwanzaa and different things beginning to show up at different times. So I just want to acknowledge all of that and to thank you for that. This is a time that we invite our prayer chaplains to come forward. We invite our ushers to come forward, and our music team are already, don't we have an amazing group over here that just, they make magic happen around here. They literally make magic happen. So Tom today is one of our prayer chaplains. He holds this wooden box. It's normally in the back under the tapestry. It reminds us you can literally put a written prayer request inside. It's held in confidence. We hold it in prayer, and we send it to Silent Unity, which is part of the larger Unity movement, where there's someone praying every day, every hour over those prayers, and they'll be held for another 30 days. Tom and our prayer chaplains are available after the service. I point through this door, but you can go out and down the hall. Back in the youth area, they have a dedicated space. If you'd like prayer as an individual, a couple, a family, I always encourage people, have a prayer of thanksgiving and celebration, so you don't only pray at those times when it's, Lord, help me, I need prayer. Experience the celebratory prayer as well. And then our ushers are here to remind us that it is through our gifts, our tithe, our offering, that we enable and support the spiritual community and all that flows through us. And so we affirm this together through this affirmation that says, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. I am in perfect balance and flow with the universal tides of giving and receiving. Thank you, God, and so it is, and so it is. Mary Kay.
We had to swing this for you. Jingle bells and party nights, ornaments and tangled lights, Rudolph and the misfit toys, a choir singing, drummer boys, memories and many joys. Here we go again. Christmas is coming, I can feel it. Wonder is everywhere. There's a familiar sensation of magic in the air. Do-do-do-da, do-do-do-da, tinsel sparkling on the tree. Mistletoe for you and me. A snowy landscape far and wide, chocolate by the fireside, children looking starry-eyed. It's that time of year. Christmas is coming, I can feel it. Wonder is everywhere. There's a familiar sensation of magic in the air. The time of year for giving and receiving, when children of all ages are believing in magic, in magic. Santa's loading up his sleigh. Oh, soon he'll be on his way. He'll bring in dolls and tiny trains, sugar plums and candy canes, on the night when magic reigns. And it's almost here. Christmas is coming, I can feel it. Wonder is everywhere. There's a familiar sensation of magic in the air. Christmas is coming, I can feel it. Magic is everywhere. There's a familiar sensation of magic in the air. Magic, 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 magic in the air. Yeah.
Our choir will be rehearsing today at 12:15. And our choir is going to be performing on the 17th. A lot of exciting things happening on the 17th. Our choir's performing. Our young people are going to be joining us and sharing some things on the 17th. It's New Member Sunday. So some of you that have wanted to become a member, just a reminder that that's the Sunday, and let us know if it's your time to join in that capacity. We like to bring our services to a close with a song that says, "Let there be peace on earth," because we realize it begins with us. I invite you to stand, join together as we sing this in closing. Let there be peace on earth.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Brothers and sisters are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Have a beautiful week.